Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're taking a look at a game called Dust Walkers. This is an action strategy title with tower defense and roguelite elements. Now in this game you must draft, defend, die, and repeat. And what are you defending exactly? Well, a mining operation on a hostile planet. Now I found this one challenging, I found it fun. I really do like the different elements that it's working with, right? It's not often that you see an action strategy type game with a tower defense building element to it. There's also a pretty extensive metagame. There's squad building, there's loot. Definitely lots to like and definitely lots to explore in this brand new title. Now, if you want to check out this game for yourself, there is an active playtest on Steam. I will leave a link in the video description below. Otherwise, the slated release date is simply coming soon. Now, before we hop on into the run, I just want to say thank you to the video sponsor. I do appreciate you partnering with the channel. And thank you to you as well, the viewer. I appreciate you spending some time here. I sure hope you enjoy yourself here today. And if you do, smash like and consider subscribing if you happen to be new. Thank you so much. Now, let's rock and roll. Alright, so it all begins in the unit recruitment screen, and this is of course where you manage your recruits. Now we are getting set up for a brand new operation, and it's going to be one brave and lucky soul from our current list of available recruits. Now, should we fall short or should we want to add? We can certainly do so. We can recruit new ones. It does cost yen though, and you get yen by completing operations, or at least having some success in completing objectives on operations. Now, yen is used for recruits, yes, but it's also used for the extensive research tree. So check this out. I mean, we have 81 total researches here, which is awesome. We have upgrades, recruits, construction. So construction will add different options for building in fights. Upgrades can do things like add an additional squad slot, which is super cool. Maybe that can be a stretch goal for this episode here today. And then different recruitment types. So this will, I guess, diversify a little bit the pool of recruits that you have at your disposal, including different class types like Marines. Got exo types, which sounds awesome, and then the basic infantry. And then we're effectively making them just a little bit better by choosing specific upgrades for the class type, including uncommon infantry recruits. Which brings me to my next point here, friends. So we got a couple of green recruits here, which are the next tier up, right? The uncommon tier. And thus their stats are better. So you got HP, you have regen, you have move speed, you have crit chance, you have armor, you have ability cooldown, and crit damage. Obviously, the rarer heroes are going to have better stats. So we got Sage Perma here, who is a handgun enthusiast, an SMG enthusiast, and also an assault rifle enthusiast. So each class has different weapon types that they specialize in, okay? So I think Sage Perma is by far our best recruits. I really do like the HP and the health regen. Sounds good, and we have one slot. So let's go ahead and load up Sage Perma and fire her into orbit. Go ahead and select our operation here, and like I said, we can get another slot unlocked and send in 2 or maybe even 3 units, which is pretty cool. So the goal of the game is to, of course, survive, stock up yen, build out the research tree, and then if your hero should die in the operation, they're actually gone for good. All the gear and everything that you've been cultivating with the hero is gone. So let's try our best with Miss Sage Perma here, and let's go. So our operation today is going to be the Ravaged Swamp. So moderate hostility, 16-minute operation, 1x to all post-operation gains, which is of course the yen, and we have to survive 16 minutes. Bosses are going to be showing up. There will be a relentless assault, but let's do our best. Right, so the landing zone is being prepared. Down comes the mothership. And it remains to be kind of seen like what our foe actually is. They seem like maybe zombies. I've spent about 10-15 minutes with this game just kind of familiarizing myself. They seem like maybe zombies or just other foul creatures. But our overall mission is to oversee a mining operation. So we land on in, and we immediately level up in face, which is fantastic. Let's go ahead and do that. And this is like the roguelite type system that is pretty common in, action type roguelites. So we have lightning orb, we have cryo orb, and fire bolt. Okay, now these are active skills that can be used. Which one do we like? So lightning, throw a small slow moving projectile that damages enemies it passes through. Throw a long range slow moving that damages enemies as well. Throw a large close range fast moving, deals damage in an area around the first target it hits. Let's go with the cryo orb, I think. I mean long range. You had me at long range, man. Let's go. Alright, so that is down on the Q key. I can press that and use that in this range here. Right, so that's pretty cool. Now, one thing that is going on. When your hero is stationary, they will actually shoot automatically at any target around it. This is a mining node. We definitely want to take this over. And then you'll see a mine pop up, which will start giving us this gem currency. The gem currency is in the bottom right here, and that is used to build these buildings, including turrets and fortifications and the like. And we just leveled up again, which is great. We get another skill selection. So fire shield, cryo shield, or electric shield. So that's static, increase elemental damage. Reduces enemy move speed by 20%, 5 meters, or ignites. So increases physical damage taken. Let's reduce the move speed. I'm okay with that. I think I'm alright with that. Sounds good to me. And that's a passive effect. So yeah, these are like, I don't know, pussy walkers, I suppose. We'll see if we can take these guys out. Now our mining operation is up. These little robots getting some crystals for us. We can do good things with it. Now I have a melee attack on the C key, which looks like that. And we also have a dodge on spacebar. Okay. So let's level up and let's bide our time before the first boss shows up. Looks like it's showing up right about here. I do believe what's called a rift opens up, which creates all kinds of complexities because the bosses, in my experience, are actually pretty tough. So we have dash cooldown reduced by 20%. It's not bad at all. Defense cooldown reduced by 20%. Or plus 10 to max health. Let's do the dash cooldown. Sounds great to me. Now these right here are hostile growths. So we can take these out for loot and other things. Let's use our special skill. Absolutely. And how about the melee attack too? And I think I want to start thinking about getting up some fortifications, man. Alright, level up in face, you bet. Let's see. So max health plus 1 to all other stats. Ability damage or melee damage. Let's go with max health for sure. Alright, so to build things, pretty basic stuff. You just click one of these down here or hit the hotkey. And then we can construct towers. So let's get some towers to help fortify. And we're going to be attacked from like all directions, right? Like they're going to start coming from down here, which they already are. So we certainly want to get up some towers and barricade them in. Alright, nice job. And we'll start finding loot and stuff too. I have to basically secure this mine, which I'm working on doing right now. We'll get some fortifications in there, and then I'll work on trying to take this growth out. Looks like when you attack it, they spawn a bunch of extra units. So you can see that the barricade, I mean, it can hang in there, just maybe not the best yet, anyways. We'll have to work the upgrade tree to get better structures. Alright, so we got the cryo pillar, the fire void, and shock tower. Large amount of damage. Let's do the cryo pillar. Maybe we can kind of go in on the ice. Let's throw that down. And let's go ahead and build some more turrets. In fact, we got a mortar turret here, man. Let's throw that right there, central. Let's take out these guys, man. Alright, so we got chest armor. Nice. So we have an inventory screen right here. We can get different weapons and different gear options as well. So ability cooldown. So minus 7% ability cooldown, added crit damage, health regen, accuracy, health, and health regen as well. Absolutely fantastic. Throw that on for a nice stat increase, you bet. And let's see. Let's get another mortar. Probably throw that right there and then maybe continue to build out these barricades. Like build it down. Not bad. It seems like the robots do a pretty good job of mining these gems for you. And the mortars are nice. They have really long range, as you would expect. And it looks like we're going to have a rift opening here in 5 seconds. So that will, of course, be a boss. So let's see where he's at. On the mini-map, we can see him. So 60 meters this way. We'll see if we can intervene just a little bit. All right, here he comes. Alright, level up quick. A legendary, nice. Health regen, plus 5 to health regen is fantastic. We'll definitely be taking this. Let's hit him, man. Well, what's this guy gonna do? Melee attack? Kind of a melee attack. Looks like wreak havoc on my base. Can always rebuild that. But the one thing that we cannot replace is Sage Perma. Let's try to keep her alive. And I'm pretty sure you can, like, carry gear and all kinds of things. Just gotta be careful with this guy. This game is unforgiving in that it's got no problem just simply killing you. It really doesn't have a problem with it. Alright, so now we got ranged units coming on the field. Let's throw that down. Start working down this one. Not to mention build some more towers. Got plenty of currency to build them. Alright, seems like we're holding up pretty good so far. Let's blast them. Skills seem very, very strong in this game too. Alright, nice. Level up. And what do we get? Fire cone, lightning arc, or static? Arc lightning to a single hostile within 5 meters doing 2 elemental damage. On projectile, on hitting an enemy and expiration, your projectile will create 3 fire cones. That sounds great. We'll take that for sure, man. One thing that takes a little getting used to is you have to be stationary, at least with this current weapon. In fact, we got a few other weapons, so I got another SMG. What do we like? I mean, this one that we picked up does have a mod slot available. Interesting. It attacks slower, though. It's got a little bit more attack, though. This pistol has good attack. 66. But obviously a lower fire rate. We also got a rocket launcher. Do we try out the rocket launcher? I mean, you bet we do. Absolutely. Let's try it out. Alright, they come from all sides. So we got move speed, max health again. Let's go health regen. Seems pretty important to me, health regen. And we got a chest piece. Let's grab that up quick. Alright, do I like this rocket launcher? Not really. Let's try out the pistol. Alright, so it's got a pretty fast attack. See if I can camp by this little growth thing here for a moment. Alright, I don't mind the pistol. Pistol's decent. Alright, another level up and we got a pair of boots. Let's grab those for sure. And let's fade back and see what we got. So, dexterity. Yeah, just an upgrade across the board. Alright, so let's see this. Better ability cooldown. Just a better piece of gear. A little less health regen. That's okay. I wonder what some, like, epic weapons look like. Alright, so that's a pretty cool effect, man. Our skills are starting to snowball just a little bit. Like, that's pretty enjoyable. Really is. Alright, defensive fire orbs. When using defense, we'll add 3 fire orbs on activation. I mean, we're kind of in on frost. Let's do that. Well, let's take out the horde. Looks like I took a hit. And I do believe you can use a controller with this game. I find it easier to use the keyboard and mouse because you have to be kind of precise where you're placing buildings. We got a rift opening up as well. Let's add some more mortars in preparation. We got plenty of resources. Alright, so for some reason it didn't build that one. Let's go ahead and add some more of these in here, though. Alright, you bet. Why is there a mortar right here, man? I don't remember building that. Looks like the health regen is enough to restore us to full, and... got another boss coming. Alright, so we got epic skills. Alright, fire fissure, cryo eruption, ultimate cryo blast that destroys all hostiles in an area. Sounds great to me, man. Got a straight line. Let's get this. Okay, so that's on the R key. Alright. So here's the boss. How about that? Absolutely fantastic attack, man. Alright, this guy's a lot more intense than the others before him. These ranged units are nasty, man. They just flock up. They really do. Alright, this guy is just pulsing down my buildings, and I don't appreciate it too much, man. Let's rely heavy on the skills. Right, he got me a little bit. Man, his AoE damage is brutal. Let's get down some of these mortar towers. Hopefully they can help me do something. I must only be able to be building a certain amount at a given time, maybe. Alright, health increase, 5% or 10. We're at 180. So that'll be, what, 9? Yeah, 9. Take that. Alright, mortars, do your thing, man. I need ya. This game gets pretty crazy, and this boss is still pretty tough, man. Alright, so our mine has been taken out. So obviously, one thing that you want to do is you want to save home base, right? So we got to save the home base. Looks like our mine was restored. Okay. The guy's very, very strong. He's got a lot of HP, man. Let's keep hopping around, and he takes out the mine again. Alright, that's a good attack. Some good damage. Let's keep hitting them. Gotta get in there to get some shots on them. Frankly. Alright, there you go. That's a good ultimate hit. Then we just gotta stay moving. Just stay moving, man. Stay moving. Build some more turrets. Alright, that was some good DPS. So it's pretty obvious to me that you really gotta focus fire the boss, and we got another boss spawning in soon, man. My goodness. Shoot him. Shoot the boss. Alright, that was a good hit. Gotta take this guy out before another one spawns, man. Alright, down he goes. Excellent. Looks like I got an LMG that was blue. Okay. Well, let's definitely check that out. Oh, we got a sniper as well. Wow. Look at that attack. 1400. Attack's very, very slow, but 1400. With, I would guess, pretty insane range. We also have an LMG. Attack's 4.87 times per second with 24. I mean, you gotta throw in the sniper, man. Absolutely. Let's try it out. Alright, the DPS is certainly there, but the reload speed Leaves a lot to be desired. How about plus 15% reload speed? The answer is yes. Take that for sure, man. Another level up. Utility cooldown reduced by 20%. Plus 1% to max accuracy. Let's re-roll this. Ultimate cooldown, yes. Alright, now. Yeah, so we got a boss coming in. Gotta definitely build up more of these towers, man. This game definitely makes you, like, manage a bunch of things simultaneously. And I don't think there's a pause button. Alright, we got a big guy. Oh boy. What is this guy gonna do? Well, he's gonna come in and get personal. That's for sure. Alright, the sniper seems to be working decently. This guy is taking massive damage. How's my base doing? Should probably manage the HP of my base a little bit. Alright, he's on the base. Get off the base, man. Get off the base, man. Keep shooting him with that sniper. Alright, nice. Down he goes. He goes down. Absolutely. We've got a shotgun. Okay. So now I've got to do some serious rebuilding here, man. Alright, ability damage we have. Move speed. I think the move speed is just fine. Ability damage wouldn't be bad. I think what I need is... This sniper rifle is great. But we have an epic shotgun, Oblivion Terror. It attacks about as fast as the sniper does less damage. Good rate of fire. What is this? That's a red. Wow, 250, 3.8. Absolutely insane, man. Okay, yeah, that's our new weapon for sure. Alright, nice. Now we're just like one-tapping everything. Projectile cooldown, ability cooldown, utility gains an extra charge. I'm not exactly sure what a utility is. At least yet. I mean, ability cooldown speed. We are reliant heavily on our abilities here. Okay, so this gun's awesome. Right, let's rebuild the mine. That's not an invitation to destroy it, guys. Now, come on. Get off me. It takes a little getting used to, like, not attacking while you're in motion, right? It really does. Alright, so my base is hurting. Well, we should probably protect the home base first, huh? What do you say? Makes sense to me. And we're gonna have, what, one more boss coming in? 5% to max health, ability cooldown speed. Projectile gains an extra charge. That sounds good. Get out of here. Let me rebuild this, man. Mortars. Let's get some barricades. All right, here we go. He's 160 meters out. All right, managed to make a bit of a recovery, I suppose. Feel like we're gonna need more towers than this, though, man. All right, 80 meters out. What's this? Pair of boots. Is this any better? Yeah, it is. Just a little bit. Ability to cool down. We're already rocking the best armor we got. Not to mention, Karath's Verdict. This super useful assault rifle. Man, is this thing a revelation. Alright, where's the big boss at? Oh boy. It's like Megatron. My goodness, man. Wow, man. This guy's insane. Okay, that was a big hit. Man, if I just had a bit longer range. Wow, man, that was crazy too. Alright, this guy's got some serious attacks. Wow, just got smoked. My goodness. Alright, well, operation failed, and then I did see at the bottom waiting for revive. So I wonder if you have multiple units, can one revive the other? I guess that's the question. And how does it look like if you have multiple units? Maybe we can get 500 and figure it out. But yeah, Sage, rest in peace. You did good things, but you are deceased. Your weapon will automatically reload if you don't fire. The whole clip is expended. It's going to take longer to reload. So that means don't expend the whole mag. Rest in peace, Sage Parm. And we got 574 yen, meaning we can add another recruit, which is nice. Got some new recruits in Central Hub as well. Of course, nobody of the uncommon tier. I mean, I certainly want to check this out. What it's like rocking 2 units. Absolutely. So let's grab that. I've got 205 yen left over. I mean, do we have any good recruits? That last boss was crazy, man. Some crazy skills. This guy has 2.1 health regen, 119. SMG and assault rifle. I mean, 2.5 regen for you, 112. I mean, we got to go with Demi Diamond. Your regen is just a little bit better. This guy has good crit damage and a good crit chance. Remy Young. Let's add him too. We've got 205 left. Is there anything else I can do? We can get exo recruits. See if these guys start showing up, for sure. Main base, defense 1. So that increases the health of the main base. Defensive turret upgrade. Let's get that. And let's go, another operation. Let's do better this time. I mean, made it to the end boss. Not bad. Right, so I'm really curious what it's like with 2 recruits. Do they move as a pack, or how does it work exactly? Is one of them AI controlled? I guess we'll find out. Alright, dropping in. Okay, cool. So they do move as a squad. So Demi Diamond. Cryo Bolt. Fast moving projectile. Sounds good to me. This guy has the orb. Let's do the fire orb for you. Let's secure this location. Right, not bad. Looks Looks like we got a bit different of a map layout as well. Definitely a bit more lethal with 2, right? 2 is better than 1 after all. Well, let's get some gear, man. Let's target these growths. Alright, fire shield, electric shield, cryo shield. Cryo is slowing. Let's do that. Oh, fire shield is fine. Speed increase. Let's get max health. Alright, that's pretty enjoyable. Having a squad shooting some semi-automatic fire. Alright, we got a helmet. Projectile cooldown. Let's re-roll this. Cooldown to ability speed is great. Max health, yes. Cryo pillar. I was a fan of that. Alright, took some hits. Alright, we gotta work on our defense back at home, I think. Makes me feel a little more secure just kind of being stationary. Which is, of course, what's required to actually shoot your weapon. Ability damage, yeah, we'll take it. See, sometimes it doesn't build. I guess I don't understand why some of the zones are red and others aren't. Like, why is that zone red? You know what I mean? Probably just can't build there, maybe. Too close to the mountain. Possibility. We got the boss coming soon. I mean, soon. Yes. Right, a bunch of mortars. We got ample defenses built. Everybody's full HP. Okay, so it is interesting. Like, you have to... Feels like you have to almost click to use the skills of both your heroes. Move speed up. We'll take that. Alright, let's take out those guys. Another level up, you bet. So freeze. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Alright, here's the boss. Let's hit him big. Okay, I thought those little shields were passive effects. Alright, so down he goes. That's right, never stood a chance. And we got a bunch of loot. So let's go ahead and get our units outfitted. So Remy. Well, Demi Diamond is our best unit. Right, he's the uncommon one. So an assault rifle. Wow, that's a pretty impressive weapon. Don't mind if I do for that. Remy, you can throw on this this rifle here. It's pretty good. We got intellect. reload time. Let's throw that on you. Nothing there, nothing there, okay? That one goes on you. This one has to go on you. Bam. Alright, good. Solid reload time. See if this has a positive impact. I'm sure it will. We've got some new weaponry. It's definitely an interesting element, right? In a game like this, to have multiple squad members. You usually don't get that in games like this, right? Legendary dexterity. I mean, absolutely, it's legendary. Be taking that all day. All right, come on, boys. Need you here. Just take him out the old-fashioned way. Let's go. Nice, we got chest armor. Take him out the old-fashioned way, boys. Come on now. What is that thing? I don't know, but let's level up. A cryo pillar, we have fire void. Shock draft. Let's do shock draft. Speed increase. 3 shock orbs. 3 cryo orbs. Speaking of defense. So there's the orbs. Got it. Alright, we got more gear. Another mining location. Okay. So you can actually get multiple mining locations. Got a bunch of gear, so Demi, let's get you hooked up. Dexterity, you bet. Ability cooldown. That's more health. Definitely take that, Remy. Let's get you equipped here, pal. Alright, good stuff. Alright, down goes the enemy. Shock laser. Okay, so now we're getting our epic skills. You gotta wonder if there's a legendary skill that you can get. Spins 4 beams around the Dustwalker and does a small amount of damage in a straight line. Large amount of damage in a straight line sounds fantastic. Alright, yep. I'm an immediate fan of that. You bet. Let's see. Strength, we got stamina. Stamina's great. Man, can you take out the guys that are shooting at me, dude? Alright, freeze. Yeah, we'll take some freeze action. Speed increase. Let's go with ability cooldown speed. Alright, how's the home base looking? Mortars are hanging in there. Looks like they're doing good things. Got plenty of currency, might as well add just a ton more. Like, let's go crazy with it. Yeah, I don't understand why you can build in some spots. In other spots, you can't. Okay, it looks like you can actually upgrade the turrets as well. Really? Okay, cool, man. Alright, I like that. That's good. Can upgrade these, too. Well, let's get them upgraded. We're gonna need them. It's like no upgrades for the mortar yet. Can unlock that in the research menu, of course. Alright, so, where's he at? It's this guy. Okay. Let's be nimble. The sniper dude. Found this guy kind of challenging. I think I gotta get up on him. Alright, where's this laser? Yeah. This thing. Projectile cooldown speed. Let's go with max health. Can always use some more of that. Yeah, it's the weapons, man. The weapon damage is definitely where it's at. Watch out for that. Right, what did I do? Level up? Oh, must have pressed tab accidentally. Okay. Yo, careful here, boys. We almost got him. Where's my, like, super laser attack? There it is, 1600. A broad stroke. Take him out. Put it on him. There we go. Let's grab all this stuff and let's get the heck out of here. Alright, nice. Got in, got out. Killed the boss. You bet. Dash cooldown is fine. Stamina, we have dexterity. It's definitely a lot to manage, man. Like all this stuff. Alright, let's see. So what do we have? A DMR. 349, 14.06. Absolutely incredible. A good SMG as well, but the Arctic Wrath is far superior. The DMR, though. What a weapon that is. Rocket launcher, I'm a bit uninspired by it. I think this assault rifle, 2.05, this is 57 at 4.19, so it's a little bit better. Let's go with the SMG. We got reload time. Minus 21% and 28% reload time. Yeah, we're definitely running out with reload time for sure, man. Dexterity boots. Throw them on. Alright, looking good. Getting more kitted out for sure. Let's get this mine back online, man. Let's get the mine online. Alright, nice. Let's go ahead and build this back. Need to. Let's clear the riffraff. Like, usually in these types of games, right? Like, you don't want to take damage at all. But I find it hard not to sometimes, because you have to be stationary before your character will shoot, right? So, it does create challenges. Staying healthy. And I'm not sure what's going on with my other team member here, man. No, I want to move as a group. So how do I move as a group? What did I press? I don't know what I pressed. Is there a way to, like... I've got to, like, re-party these guys or something? Trying different buttons here, man. Press 1, 2, 3 to select different Dustwalkers. Okay, so that's what you constantly have to be doing to use different skills. But how do we get them partied up again, man? I really kind of need to know, like, now. Alright, we got this guy coming in. Shoot him. Just shoot him. Yeah, shoot him. That's right, down he goes. Get absolutely wrecked, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get these guys partied up again. I don't know what I pressed. I probably pressed something. I probably did. But, I mean, the DPS is certainly there. With like 2 really, really strong weapons. So what do we get? A Doom Ace. Look at that SMG. 92. 3.62 attacks per second. Another LMG. I mean, it's not even close to this DMR. What a weapon that is. Crazy weapon. Okay, so there's got to be a way to do it. Okay, press 4 to select them all. Got it. Okay. So that's how you do it. We learn on the fly. Extra charge for projectile, you bet. Shock laser. Okay, so this guy's gonna finally learn his ultimate. Projectile cooldown reduced by 20%. I'm not sure what that means. Like, projectiles have cooldowns? Alright, boys. Let's do it. Let's get this mine back up. Just get out of here, man. Guys are pesky. They're pesky. They just keep on coming, too. And all it takes is really just one boss to kind of come through and eradicate everything. I'd be curious what an exosuit unit is like. Get more of these mortars. I do like what they bring to the table. I like their range. Though I'm not sure why I can't build them in certain locations. Now I can. Right, let's get the fortification set up. We got another date with the big boss again. Megatron. Optimus Prime. The big super robot from Power Rangers. Whatever you want to call it. It's a large robot with a lot of destructive power. Let's just go all in on the mortar, man. See if this makes a difference. These pesky ranged units. Be interesting to try like different defensive strategies too, where maybe if you expand a little bit, you can have some success. Alright, so I'm liking my mortar grid here. It's seems to be doing some good things. Definitely has better range. Maybe see if we can get a mortar upgrade. Let's take out this guy. And let's keep on building. We got the currency to do it. It's not doing anything. Okay, here we go. So here he comes. Here he is, of course. Wow, Demi Diamond took a big hit. And it's hard for me to even tell. Okay, so he's down. We got to get him back up. That was the attack that got me last time, man. Oh boy. He's just gonna camp it, won't he? Wow. Man, that guy's tough. That guy is a handful indeed. Crazy, man. Well, I think so managing the two units can get a little challenging. Right, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how you control them individually. If you press 4, you will control your entire team. But we lose another, two useful recruits here on this day. Remy Young, Demi Diamond. Rest in peace. We got wasted by that same boss attack. It comes out fast, right? So, like, the initial observation is it's tough to see exactly where it's going, especially when you have all this mortar fire and stuff going on. And then it comes out fast, and it does a tremendous amount of damage. And then, obviously, you can revive if you have enough time. I should have probably just focused on running around trying to take him out versus getting Demi revived. So that was certainly my bad. And it'll certainly be interesting. Looks like we have Soul Drift available. Another uncommon unit. I mean, I guess point of the game is, hey, we got Demi Diamond. Okay, interesting. So he's not deceased? Okay. I mean, I'm certainly okay with that. Soul Drift will add him for sure. Infantry, everybody's infantry. I haven't seen a Marine. No, never mind. Here's a Marine. Cameron Material. So they have different affinities with weapons. Okay, Sniper, DMR, Battle Rifle. Okay. We'll buy Marine just for a little bit of variety. You bet. And we have 688 of these left. So, more research. I mean, obviously, it's probably the type of game that you want to build out the upgrade tree just a little bit. And then, of course, as you go on run after run, you'll have a little more success. I mean, healing aura upgrade. Support barrier upgrade. Sight upgrade. We got ramping reload. Defense drone. Flies around the owner and shoots at any hostile within 15 units. Okay. So I wonder if more of these are going to be unlocked as we just play the game more. Let's do the defense drone. Sounds good to me. And yeah, I mean, it's definitely a game that you have to try again and get right. However, for the time being, my friends, I think we're about out of time. I like to keep these game preview videos, right at around the 50-minute mark. And we achieved that about 5 minutes ago. I think you get a pretty good idea of what Dustwalkers has in store. And you'll certainly have to let me know if you want to see another run. Maybe a redemption run. Maybe a run where we, get right using what we learned in this video here, right? 2 failures at the Mega End boss. Very, very challenging foe, for sure. But maybe, you want to see another one where we put the 2 failures together and hopefully turn it into a winner. I'd be interested to see the next scenario. If there's a bit of boss and unit diversity, of course, what other weapons we can get as we continue on the upgrade tree, kind of what's there and what's available. I mean, absolutely. Lots to like about Dustwalkers. It does get a little frenetic and crazy, trying to manage a bunch of things, trying to build a quick tower grid, right? Trying to upgrade your units and then, of course, navigating multiple units at once. It's definitely tough, especially in a game where if you remain stationary too long, I mean, you just take massive damage and fall. Right, especially during boss fights. So I think the most successful uses, depending on the weapon your hero is using, maybe you can put them in strategic positions to take out the foes as they come, right? Especially if they have decent enough health regen. As long as you don't get outranged by some ranged units, you should be fine to kind of like secure a position. I don't know, that's probably something I would screw around with. If we went back to this one, you'll definitely have to let me know if you want to see it. So I'm going to get on out of here, my friends, but this, of course, has been Dustwalkers. Check it out if you like. There is a free playtest on Steam right now. I'll leave a link in the video description below. The slated release is simply to be announced sometime in the future. Thanks to the dev and thanks to the sponsor of the video. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to you as well, the viewer. I appreciate you spending some time here today. Hope you enjoyed yourself. If you do, of course, smash the like button and consider subscribing if you happen to be new. So with that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.